us in Athens, Ohio. Eden Stadium, home to the Ohio Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes. Squaring off with another team from the back, the Ohio Bobcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Golden Flashes offense has the ball first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those 3rd down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Botiford. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ohio Bobcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. But it would would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a crease, it's Hicks. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Perkins. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him...
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hicks. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Etheridge. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
You You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Davenport. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Running back searching for a hole.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Kent State, 6, Ohio.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and
the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Botifer, turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the golden flashes, headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. They're now up 9-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Miller. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Perkins. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Toss sweep to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, green grass an opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running to Green. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Gonna run it. It's bottom. Past the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They'll ride the hot hand. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
And the Golden Flashes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Davenport. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Steps away. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll run it from the gun. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Back to throw time running short in the half. Caught close to the marker. It's Perkins. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it in the middle. It's Goodwin. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Hayden Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Golden Flashes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Goodwin. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, better look out!
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finds a tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bobcats!
And And it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
And he tacked on the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They go to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's Stevens. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
The Golden Flashes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw again. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He'll take it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. In this area of the field, you want to get heat on the quarterback, but that roughing the passer penalty gives up a 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Holding. Offense.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the golden flashes in the hurry up. Tight end now in motion. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, golden flashes.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. The give to the lone running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat.
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you? You make a big play. Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hicks. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Potiphar. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the golden flashes. Back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. With jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes a man miss. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Fires downfield. Complete to the right. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Perkins. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio!
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of... the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davenport. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Golden Flashes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's Etheridge. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Timeout, Kent State.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Davenport. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The golden flashes will snap it on first and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Take off your...
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Kent State.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. This to jump into the lead in the final minute. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. That was a clutch field goal, and now the pressure goes to the other side. Can they stop them from getting into field goal range to win it? He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. defense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.